feel a little fun on the floor. Oh man, no you can't deny it.
That was a nice temple for me, y'all.
It's great to see you. Thanks for letting us come by.
Of course.
Sounds good. Now you're here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch.
That's right.
Where do you guys want to start? Just
I
straight
don't
turtles, or what do you guys want to do?
We can stick mostly with turtles and then do some of the other cool stuff if you're cool with it.
Yeah. We'll start over there and we'll come back over here.
Awesome. I brought you guys books. What's up, everybody? Real excited to be here now in Southeast Florida. Is that right? I don't even know where I am.
Me neither. I guess South Florida.
Southeast.
South Florida.
We're at
South
Blake's Exotic
Florida.
Animal Ranch.
Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. This is Blake, and we're here with my good friend Luis, who just helped us get here, and also Kevin behind the camera. And we're just excited to be hanging out with some exotic animals. There's a lot of turtles here, but there's also some really crazy, awesome animals that are not turtles. So we're going to learn about some of those as well. And I'm just excited to be back here. This is the second time.
Yes, it is.
I was super impressed the first time I was here.
Yeah.
With you, with the place, everything, your hospitality, and yeah, I just appreciate it so much.
Let's do it.
Let's go!
So yeah, you remember this. This is all
Yeah.
closed in. A bunch of different types of waterfowl in here. There's yellowfoot tortoises that live in here. Black wood turtles, Hillerized side-neck turtles, temple turtles.
Man, I'm here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch, checking out the aviary with this beautiful clear water that houses about 5 or 6 or 7 different species. A lot of them large river pond species that we can't mess with in Connecticut because they need it warm and they're large animals. So real excited. We're gonna find some and maybe palpate some. Blake remembered me from when I was here last time that I was the one looking for eggs in all the females. We'll just say that. Maybe a little bit creepy, but I really enjoy fondling the female turtles. I'm just checking for eggs. That's all. Just inguinal fossa, the little spot in front of the rear legs, checking for eggs. It's science, okay? It's not as weird as it seems to the layperson. It's science. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some science.
All underneath this logs right here, you definitely see a few different species of turtles. You have a different type of turtles in there. You got that's a big old black wood turtle. Panera.
Yeah, look
This
at
is
that guy.
crazy, right? This is Rhinoclemies.
Yeah, that's a big
This is
Rhinoclemies.
Rhinoclemies. I know.
I haven't seen one maybe like half that size.
Blackwood turtles are
Yeah, they're
Panera.
massive. Big female, yeah.
I'm just checking because that's what I do. Oh my gosh!
Look at that.
Size of their
Yes! Argentine side neck turtle,
Phrynops hillari?
Phrynops hillari. You
So I
got it.
assume you're a turtle nerd as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nerd too. He's a nerd too. So cool. No, come back. Come back, my love. Woo. What's really cool about this one, so this is a large species, obviously.
Yeah.
And they get it.
Twice that size.
Yeah, they get a lot larger. I didn't want to diss your big turtle here, but what's cool about this one that I don't see a lot is it's got some really nice like peach coloration, some orange on the skin, beautiful. And they're known for kind of their gray skin around their face and around their head, and they have those black markings that extend from the snout through the eye, past the tympanum, and they also have those what Kevin was just talking about, these tubercles that stick out down below their chin, which I suppose they can use to move around and feel around under the water. Although that's not science that I'm really very privy to. But look at that, even on the top of this one's head, there's like I don't know if you can see it, if the camera will show it, but it's really like a nice rosy, even orange color up there. They don't really see on them. Usually they're just kind of gray in their head. What a cool turtle, man. And they obviously have spots on their belly, on their plastron, which is so cool. But don't get these if you don't want a big turtle, because they get a lot bigger than this, and this is huge. I'm probably making it look small like I always do right now with turtles, but this is a big turtle, yeah. So Blake, you were just talking about how certain animals have a preference because there is like a lowland area part of this amazing water feature that you have in here, aquascape ecosystem.
Literally 2 ponds. This side is probably only, I mean, I would say maybe about 1.5 feet, and then down there, when it's really full to the top, it can get almost 4 feet deep. Right now, it's probably only about 2.5.
And because of that, there are like these kind of micro habitats, or almost like a different parts of the ecosystem that certain animals seem to prefer over others. So you said that the large Hilleri prefers it up here.
Yes, she has been.
Are there animals that prefer it down there?
Yeah, there's a whole group of blackwoods down there. As you saw, female hill. There's Hilleris down there. And then there's yellow pond turtles, and they only like it down there. They've never been up here. And they all have access. They can come up and move whenever they want.
This habitat is insane, right? Like, this doesn't exist. 99.9% of people could never have something like this, but there's an important lesson here about when you have groups of animals together, making sure that you provide sight breaks and areas for animals to get away from each other. Sometimes males are really overzealous. They're so much like us. Females need to get away for a little while.
Definitely
and
issues
this
happen.
allows that, right?
Issues happen. You have to pay attention as best as you can, because things happen.
So
and with
cool.
such a big enclosure, you don't have them in an aquarium. You know, you have to look around all day long and different things.
Man, this is like Christmas morning for me. Turtles on turtles on turtles, and species that I don't deal with very often. So you have to forgive me. Like, if I'm butchering scientific names or whatever, I'm doing the best I can. This is. What the hell was that? So it just fell right there, and it sounded like a body just fell out of a 14th story. Yeah. Anyway, this is the yellow-headed temple turtle, which is a species you actually see albinos of in the U.S. Very rarely kept because they get very, very large. So Yosemite's Inundalii, Rhinoclemies Inundalii, something like that. And then this is another species that gets really large. This is the yellow-headed Amazon river turtle. It's a podoc species, Rhinoclemies unifilis, and they get very large. Not as large as their cousins, Rhinoclemies expansa, the really large 200-pound turtles in South America that come up and lay hundreds of eggs in the sand. But it's a species that was actually very, very popular in the pet trade back in the days of dime store turtles in the 1960s, 70s. And you could buy these just like regular sliders for cheap, and they were kind of throwaway pets. When the Endangered Species Act, the Federal Endangered Species Act in the US came out, this species was added to it, and they have been on it since the beginning. And that means the species cannot be legally sold across state lines. They are therefore gifted, or in places like Florida, you can buy them because there's a lot of turtle breeders who work with large turtle species that lame northern turtle breeders that specialize in small species like me don't really work with. I do know my limitations, but to see these amazing animals in an environment like this is not something that even a well-traveled turtle nerd like me gets to see. So it's always awesome to come down and see my friends in Florida, people like Blake, who have incredible, unreal setups that you just couldn't even imagine. Love it. Hello? Can you hear me? I'm going in. I'm getting appropriate. See some turtles face to face. I got my first victim.
Dive in.
Where are you? Look at you. You are absolutely ravishing. Okay, I am a happily married man, okay? And I didn't want to do this on this vacation, okay? But a special lady like you, I have to just tell you how beautiful I think you are. And wait a minute. You can't even hear me right now. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Okay, I should let you go now. I bothered you too much. I love you. Goodbye. Like a kid in a candy store. This isn't even real. It was doggy paddling. These are Rhinoclemies, right? People know Rhinoclemies, Rhinoclemies mani, incisa, some of these species, subspecies of mani that we see that are more popular, really colorful. The Rhinoclemies get big, some of these species get really, really big, and they're incredible. Now I know I'm huge and I dwarf all sorts of animals, so I'm gonna make these look smaller than they are. My arms are heavy, these guys are beasts. Now you can see, when we talk about sexual dimorphism, it changes a lot, species to species. Some might have larger tails, some might have concave plastron, which is the situation with these animals. It also can be sexual dichromatic, which males and females have different coloration, but these are the former. So anyway, they don't like being held. They're heavy as heck. I'm getting an arm workout right now just holding them. Again, a species that you just don't get to see, don't get to interact with, and I'm here just living my best life in South Florida. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. How cool is this? I tried to get a little shot of him with the camera, and he came up and bit the camera and freaked me out. It's a largemouth bass, a huge one. And I was just asking what type of fish this was because it looked like a bass. What's this fish that looks like a bass? Well, it's a bass. And it's a monster. He did not like me. Wow. That was awesome.
There are turtles everywhere. This is like insane, the amount of turtles that we're finding here. I'm just walking along this path, and there's this beautiful bush next to me. I feel like I got a special bond with this bush, but not as much as these yellowfoot tortoises that are under it right now.
Is it your special bush? So I'm here with Kevin's special bond with the bush, and there is a large yellowfoot tortoise and also a giant Asian pond turtle, which is a species we just saw at Iguana Land, and that we're seeing here again right now. We'll be able to interact with this one a little bit more.
And then any baby
I'm gonna work my way into your special bush, Kev. Special bush. So I was going into the bush to grab a Rhinoclemies grandis, the giant Asian pond turtle, which I do. And there's at least four egg nests because these are 3 perfect eggs. And there was another egg at least that was broken, maybe 2. It looked like maybe one of the animals found a nest because it was totally disturbed with the broken egg on top. At first I got nervous. I pulled out this turtle that was over the nest. And I'm thinking, she's laying eggs, but she actually wasn't laying eggs at all. I mean, I could see by the way she was wedged in, she wasn't laying eggs. But when you pick up a turtle and there's eggs underneath, it's kind of weird. And they were towards the posterior part of her body. So Blake has a lot more experience with these animals than I do. He knows which ones lay. He knows what the eggs look like. These are huge eggs. I'm a big man with big hands. And these are 3 huge eggs, and they're hard-shelled eggs. So just a little tap of the eggs against each other, and you hear it almost like porcelain. Like, they're very, very hard-shelled eggs. Now, contrast that to last night when we were at Mark Cantos' house, who breeds all sorts of turtles, but specifically a lot of North American species, a lot of leathery eggs where the turtles with their caruncle or egg tooth are making a slit through the egg. This is different. When these animals hatch, they're gonna break right through that eggshell and it's gonna crack up like a chicken egg. Although this will be thicker eggshell than even a chicken egg and very hard shelled. They look like they're good eggs. I see banding here, chalking on one end of the egg. Fingers crossed, we'll be part of something good. That's a great surprise. I guess I'm gonna hand them off to Blake now and say goodbye to these little babies. This is the turtle I was trying to find in Kevin's special bush when I just found all of those massive eggs, all those crazy grams of protein and cholesterol that I just found in the form of 3 massive Rhinoclemies turtle eggs under this bush. So this turtle was actually on top of that nest, as I said, where there were a couple of broken eggs. So this is Rhinoclemies grandis. We saw a couple massive ones at Iguana Land. They're large turtles. They like to go to the bathroom, but if you keep them in an area that has the right weather, they're extremely rewarding, especially something like this, right? Them going to the bathroom is no big deal in here, especially the issue in here with animals, you know, doing what animals do in that way is more of like the waterfowl and stuff like that. So that's what's so cool about seeing an expansive habitat like this is it really is more like nature. We just came out of the water and I feel lovely, like I just came out of a pool. Like it's not gross at all. I'm sure it's just a little gross because there are a lot of animals living in there, but it's not gross like something a lot of animals are living in should, to the level it should be. So anyway, awesome species. You see they have kind of these striating, radiating marks patterns, not as extreme in some of the other turtles within the genus. And I told you they go to the bathroom, so there you go. It's a lot. That just happened. You feel better now? You feel worse? You feel worse because I'm still holding you. All right, I'm gonna leave this turtle alone. It is a great species, but they get very big. This is kind of a small one still. They get very, very big, especially the big males, and they don't like being handled, as you can see, and they do that a lot. So it can be a lot to clean up unless you have something like this, a 40-foot tall aviary. I love you, it's okay. I know I bothered you a lot today. Enjoy the rest of your day, sweetheart. So I was just walking around and we're kind of finishing up our time in the aviary, and I just wanted to call out a couple things. In South Florida, these folks have plants outside that are house plants for most of us around the rest of the world, really. And this is my favorite house plant, which I don't keep as a house plant, I keep as a turtle plant. So people ask me all the time, what are the best plants that I can keep with my turtles? This is my favorite for a couple reasons. Number one, it does really well under artificial lighting inside. It's a great basement plant. So you just get plant growth bulbs. I use Core Life LED systems above my plants. Mark DeSilva was a huge support for me. He has a very green thumb, helping my thumbs turn just a little bit greener. And I love this plant. And why? Kevin was asking me, well, why do you love this plant? The reason is because at the bottom, it becomes kind of, you know, it's a tree. It's got like a little baby trunk. It's a hard trunk with some bark on it, you know. And what happens is so many plants, especially when they're young or smaller, much smaller than this, get trampled by the turtles. So this plant does really well because it does really thicken up at the base, and then it grows and really takes off even indoors. Now I want to show you one other plant that you may know. Follow me. Here's a plant that everybody uses, that I use as well, and I didn't really realize until I came to Florida that this is pothos. This is golden pothos, the plant that grows in offices all around. And this is actually a small leaf. They get way bigger. Like I've had leaves like the size of my whole torso and even bigger, and they start to split up like monstera when they grow, like this, which is really cool. Kind of and they kind of look like monstera leaves. But this is a plant that is not technically on edible plant lists because it's high in oxalates, but there are a lot of species like Leucocephalon yuanowai, the Sulawesi forest turtle, that will eat this even when the turtles as a first meal, as hatchlings. So pothos does really well when it lives outside, and it can kind of root into trees and kind of vine up in other plants and that sort of thing. It will not grow like this in your house unless you have a very unique setup with a lot of light. But there you go, pothos, one of the most indestructible plants and common plant, house plant species that you'll see. But in Florida, it is an invasive and it is monstrous.
I have 3 males in here, and I think it's 9 females.
Wow,
Long-term
3.9.
imports. They probably came out from Peru probably 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and I've had them now here for close to about 10 years.
Awesome. Oh yeah, and I see. So there's several animals under there right now, but you can see an egg that's out of the ground.
Females in here right now.
Kevin's gonna go in and do the honors because he's again a little more athletic than I am. One day I'm gonna be like you, Kevin. Make us
Cage
proud.
fighter, man.
What happened?
Cage fighter shape.
Cage fighter. We're training to become a cage fighter. Look at that. That's a big egg. Yeah. Is that egg smelling? Is that an old egg?
It looks like it has maggots on it, and it's filled with red ants.
Yeah. That might be why it's like unearthed.
Yeah. No, they lay a lot on the ground in the leaf litter.
Interesting.
I've seen them, a lot of them lay in the leaf litter.
Not digging good nests.
No.
Interesting. Yellowfoot tortoises are a relatively common tortoise species, but they're not as common as their cousin, the redfoot, that's in the same genus as they are. They get to be pretty large. They definitely get to be pretty large, and there are certain locales and certain specimens that get very, very large and impressive. And I think later we'll be going to a place that has a very large yellowfoot tortoise. But right now there's 3.9 here that Blake's working with, and several of them are under this bush right here where he just spotted an egg. Unfortunately, the egg is a little old and stinky, but it's the way it goes sometimes. This is the Indian spotted pond turtle. Now, we've shown you this species on the channel before, but always want to just call them out because they're so beautiful. You know, usually we talk about the ESA with these, just like the yellow-headed, the yellow-headed Amazon River turtles that we saw down there. Can't be sold across state lines, but these are being bred in Florida, the state that we're in right now, South Florida specifically, in droves. Thousands of them produced every year, and a lot of them have been kind of landlocked in Florida because you can't sell them across state lines. But also thousands of them have been gifted as well. So they're in many states, including Connecticut, where I have some of these that live in the greenhouse. So people don't realize, yes, this species does get big. This is a small one, a smaller animal for sure. But they do get pretty big. That's a con for a lot of people that might want to keep them. But they do tolerate some cold temperatures. So mine were in the greenhouse, even smaller ones that are only about 3-4 inches, got down into the 30s and did absolutely fine. I don't keep them out with ice on the water, but basically outside of that, they are cold for maybe 6 months and didn't eat for 6 whole months. And the same goes for the Hillari as well, the Argentine side neck turtle that's in here, Phrynops hillari. Really cool species. And a lot of people do, including Mark Cantos, who we were with last night and who we're staying with while we're down here, keep the Hillari and the Hamiltoni together, which Blake does, and also I do in Connecticut in the greenhouse. I'm gonna leave you alone now, okay? Enjoy the rest of your life. I hope to see you again sometime soon. So cool. Sweet. I don't really need it. I feel real refreshed right now. This is so cool. So we've got this pondless waterfall here down at the bottom of this water feature. That's the main feature of the otter habitat outside. Blake was saying there's nothing in here but otters, and they are inside right now, so we're not seeing the otters, but there's nothing in here because nothing would survive the otters because they're a little bit destructive, a little bit carnivorous. But as you see down here, there's a deeper pool for them, and there's actually a viewing window that you can see from outside the exhibit. It's pretty cool. I think it should be a turtle exhibit. Just nothing against Blake, and you know, everyone loves otters, including my wife, much more than turtles. But I think it should be a turtle exhibit. I'm just saying.
So this section that we're at on the ranch now is going to be completely just dedicated on turtles and tortoises. This is the bare minimum of what it's going to look like. A lot has changed in the last few years. We're just making things happen and what's going to work for me.
A lot's changed. I was here 10 months ago. A lot has changed.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah.
I always say I never stop. Like,
yeah.
I'm never really stopping here. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. Come again in about a year.
I'd love to.
Next year, this time, we'll be full on working here.
That's awesome.
But for right now, it works. It's all right. It does what it has to do. We have two Aldabra tortoises in here, young ones. Mowgli and Tarzan, they're inside there. Then we have some more Ferdier sliders. And then the rest of these guys, except North American spotted turtles, are Rhinoclemies. So I'll show you all over here. Oh, and we have a twisted side-neck turtle.
Oh, cool.
So just trying to get this operation going. Not too many people have this species in the United States, as I'm sure you know. Probably maybe, 5-6 people, I would say.
Oh, yeah. I know you.
Colombian.
So this is a turtle you had mentioned maybe that I would be able to palpate the female.
Yeah, that's her.
Because again, this is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, you can check her out.
Yeah. So this is a Colombian wood turtle, Rhinoclemies melanosterna.
Yeah.
And one of the only people breeding them is our friend Andrew Hermes at Arizona Tortoise Compound.
Yeah, that came from her.
Awesome. So Andrew produced this.
And this came from Jay, so I don't know where he came from exactly, but it could have been a long import. I don't know what it is. He says that turtle is probably around 30 years old.
Oh my gosh, a
And
30-year-old
she's 5 years old.
melanosterna. That's wild.
Yeah.
She looks great. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna grab her without. Hello.
She's cool.
It's funny, you know, you don't see adults very often. It's a big turtle. It's nothing compared to the Rhinoclemies we just saw in the pond, but this is a large, chunky turtle.
Last year,
see if maybe she
she had a nice nest. The year before that, I thought she was ready. I got an X-ray on her. There was nothing there.
Interesting.
So I think it might be close. I put the male in there. I've heard a lot of things that the males are very aggressive, so I just put them in there for a few hours, put them
Smart.
back, a few hours, put them back,
Smart.
get them active, moving around.
So the older turtle that came from Jay
he's crazy.
is the male.
He's the
And
male.
okay, so it's just the pair.
Yeah. And
Which
I
is
have
awesome.
I have a juvenile female as well. That came from
And he's
the
coming out to say hi to you. See how you have such a cool personality.
They're so beautiful.
Rhinoclemies are definitely my favorite species
Those
of
eyes.
turtles.
Yeah, I'm looking for. They're also they are the Colombian wood turtle. They're also called the blue-eyed wood turtle because those eyes are just so stark. Wow, beautiful.
Another female raising up. And I'm trying to work on another group right now that one other person has a couple females and no male right now.
Okay, so it makes sense to get them with the male, and this will be adult size in no time down here in South Florida with
I would
you.
say about 2 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. So she has no eggs right now that I can feel.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound pompous, but that means she has no eggs.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just trying to be
I was
nice
just
and say I
getting
couldn't
nervous
feel any,
because
but
I saw her
there's
nest.
no eggs.
I saw her nest and I was scared that she might get egg bound. I was looking in the water and if anything happened, nothing came up. So
The one thing that happens if you're trying to palpate female turtles and you're wondering, the one thing that can sometimes get by, and it does happen with a lot of the species I work with, is if you have a female that has one egg, it can be tough because sometimes that egg sits right in the middle. And also, if you push the egg, you can move it. If there's 3 large Rhinoclemies eggs in here, you're going to feel the egg because they're going to be kind of on both sides. If there's 2 smaller eggs in a turtle this size, which Rhinoclemies won't have a small egg, sometimes you can just touch the one egg or the 2 small eggs and kind of push them. But generally, most gravid turtles, unless they're carrying a very small clutch for whatever reason, you're going to be able to feel the eggs if they're in there. But it takes practice. A lot of people tell me that they can't do it or they don't like doing it. It's my favorite thing. Don't let me around your female turtles if you don't want them checked for eggs, because I have to do it. So when people tell me they want me to, that's like, again, it's not quite swimming in the aviary with the turtles like I just was, but it's maybe a next best thing. You're gorgeous. It's not just the eyes, it's also that yellow and black contrast between the light and dark on the soft parts. It's insane. It's unlike anything else. Rhinoclemies are so variable, but they're all crazy looking. And even the ones like we were just looking at, the Funera, those large turtles, maybe they're not as pretty as this, but they're pretty turtles. And they're amazing turtles. And we know so little about them. We really need to do a lot to research them and learn all that we can so that we can help them. At this moment, I was just texting Jordan Danini, a professor from down here in South Florida, and he's actually in Costa Rica tracking Rhinoclemies as we speak, but he's tracking Rhinoclemies annulata, which is a species in the past that I've seen here at Blake's. Actually, I've only seen it here at Blake's.
All right, so we were just talking about some ESA species, and here we have Astrochelys radiata, the radiated tortoise. Now, these are endemic to Madagascar, and while that's a very hot and sunny place, these kind of animals do need shade as well. And what you see here is actually one of my favorite plants of all time. This is a giant hibiscus bush, and they have these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers that look both great in your ear, and the tortoises absolutely love eating them. And I don't know that this will work right now, but I'd like to try and see if this pretty animal will hang out with me. Now we'll leave it be and see if we can get it to eat on its own. There we go.
Ah, you did it. I wanted to take a second and give some praise to Blake. These are Rhinoclemies. I've been talking about Rhinoclemies here a lot.
Yeah.
The middle turtle here is a Funera,
Yes.
the black wood turtle, which is those huge turtles that we were looking at in the aviary when I was swimming and looking like a dummy.
The adults, yep.
Yeah, the adults are in there, and we found those huge eggs with all the protein that those probably possess, but we're gonna hatch them and not eat them. This is one of the babies.
Correct.
And you've hatched all 3 of these babies.
Yes.
And these are 3 different species,
Yep.
all from the same genus, Rhinoclemies.
Yep.
Those Central and South American wood turtles. And I just want to give you props because these have been imported for decades in large numbers. And the punctularia, which is the one here on my left, your right, and the mani, which is on my right, your left, are two species that are still imported in huge numbers. And they're just throwaway pets. They're cheap, and people they want them because they're beautiful. I could remember in Turtles in the Terrarium, the German book that was translated to English, there was a picture of a Rhinoclemies mani that was absolutely incredible. I always wanted this species, but guess what? A lot of people want it. Yeah. And then a lot of people don't actually put in the time to do what you've done.
Yeah. And I definitely think they're starting to become a little bit more popular now, but I still think they're probably one of the best species of turtles to start with as well. You know, they don't get too big except the Frenera. Yeah. But, you know, they're good, they're aquatic, they're land. So when people want a tortoise or they want an aquatic turtle, I say, well, you get both of both worlds and you have this species right here.
Right. It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
They're just amazing. We were looking at the Melanosterna, which is pound for pound one of the most beautiful animals on the planet, really. Yeah. But they're all different. You see right here, these are all different turtles, and they're all absolutely gorgeous. And it's just an honor to be here with somebody who's actually hatching all these.
These guys are about 2 years old right now.
Yeah. And you have a whole slew of them.
I have year-olds, I have 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and I have 2 other species that are produced as well, but those kind of get sold a little quicker.
Yeah, and one of those is Areolata.
Areolata, and then the Honduran wood turtles, the other subspecies, the central. You said them earlier.
Incisa.
Incisa.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so cool, right? So you're here, and you know you have so much going on, but you still find the time, energy, and have the ability to be a steward and a champion for this
species,
underappreciated, undervalued genus of really awesome turtle.
So one of my first turtle species I ever kept was a Central American, and it was probably an import. I've had it for a real long time. Her name was Woody. Got it at Petco probably 25 years ago.
Right. I mean, look at these animals. This is absolutely gorgeous, and that's a Petco. A species that's been sold at Petco, PetSmarts, and other pet stores around the country for decades. Yep. And people just haven't given them the respect they deserve. And one day, these are going to be gone and not available. And we always say that mani, Rhinoclemies mani, is a species that punctularia mani. Pulcherima mani. There's a lot of different Rhinoclemies. Rhinoclemies, Pulcherima mani, which is what this is, will be sorely missed one day when they're not around because there aren't enough people that have done what you've done. So
I'll make sure I have a whole Noah's Ark of them here.
And that's the best that we could all hope for. Yeah.
If they don't sell for the price I want them for, I'm not going to throw them away for dirt. So I just keep them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
For everything.
Of course. I'll show you more.
Awesome. Let's see more.
Oh yeah, a lot of eggs.
What?
I haven't been paying attention. Too much quail talk. She's not supposed to be
You gotta be careful here.
Oh yeah, a lot of eggs.
Made it over.
This guy has a big
got
foot.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Look just like his Crocs.
6. Yeah, I
So
got
you
a
see
lot
a shell fly out.
So-
I'm just trying to wear one.
Okay, there's the punctularia spotted leg.
No, these are the
Areolata?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, you're right. I'm embarrassed.
You should be.
I love these.
My
I
first
love
turtle.
these. He corrected me right away, which is what we want.
So some of the big adult females.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And then if the males are real small, I actually sent 2 males to Chris Leone.
Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't even know he's working with those.
He had a female that he had, and he wanted a male, so I sent him a nice male.
Nice. Whoa.
Oh,
Excuse me.
We got a squirter.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice little male.
that's a male. Big tail, smaller size.
So these are captive born ones. These are females I've held back, been raising.
Okay.
So it's a nice group. It started with a 2.1. I received 2 more females, so then it was a 2.3, and the rest I've raised up, and I've been selling a lot off. But it looks like I'm gonna be doing good right now, so I'm gonna start collecting eggs.
Tell me more.
Here you go. Let me start handing you eggs. You ready?
I'm ready. Ooh, that's a big egg with a nice big band on it. Look at that.
Here's another egg.
Wow. Awesome.
Your hands are ready, right?
I'm ready.
All right, hold on. Let me start bouncing around.
You got eggs going on. Oh yeah, look at you. Wow. You know the places they go too.
Well, I just spotted them out before I came
Yep.
here.
This looks good too. That's got a white cap on it. So you can see the difference. This is the same species laying these eggs. I mean, most likely there was a mani that got over there at one point. But 2 of those eggs are much larger and then a smaller one. Oh, and there you go. More variation in egg size.
And I got some more.
This one looks like it might not be good. But
Yeah, still been seeing it for a little while, but I threw everybody in the incubator.
I need
Never
another
give
hand.
up.
Never give up.
I gave everybody a second, third, fourth chance.
Anything is possible.
So this egg broke right here, but that's okay. I'll let it sit there. But yeah, that's a decent amount of eggs right there. And
Yeah,
I have actually 4 more in the kitchen counter apps for an incubator.
That's awesome. So this is a big deal. So this is one of the most drab Rhinoclemys. Rhinoclemys annulata, the brown wood turtle, and they are from Costa Rica. And Jordan Danini is in Costa Rica right now, tracking these, putting transmitters on them right now in Costa Rica. He is right now. I was just texting him. And what's so cool, Costa Rica's pretty close. It's like same time zone, so you can text somebody who's there. It's pretty cool. But this is not a species that you see anyone with. And while it's a drab Rhinoclemys, it's still a gorgeous animal. You see some of that high contrast markings, some of those high contrast markings that we were talking about with the melanosterna, the blue-eyed ones. It's a beautiful turtle and a very, very rare turtle in terms of captive collections for sure. So it's cool to see these. The only place I've ever seen them in person, ever in my life, is here at Blake's. This is the male annulata, Rhinoclemys annulata, brown wood turtle. Same as the female we were just looking at. I was just telling Blake, if someone, I love like when someone sends me pictures. I'm not the best in the world, but I like to think, I enjoy IDing turtles that like we don't know what the heck they are. If someone sent me a picture of this, I would have a really tough time figuring out what the heck this is. I'd be asking for pictures of everything.
If anybody has more, we're looking for more.
Yeah, they're looking for more. Get the word out there. They have an actual pair. He has a pair. And you see concave plastron, bigger tail, larger animal.
All right, so first and foremost, if you see me struggling, it's because I'm not very strong.
That's a hatchling.
This is a hatchling, and this is hotly contested between Anthony and I as the 4th largest species of tortoise in the world, Rhinoclemies. This is the Asian mountain tortoise, and there are 2 different subspecies, the brown and the black. I believe the black get a little bit larger from the northern range, and they can handle colder weather a little bit better. But what's incredibly interesting about this tortoise specifically is they do things that crocodilians do. They lay nests above ground, they build a heap, and then they protect that nest. It is so unbelievably cool. And if you look at these spurs along its leg here, these things are expert climbers. One more. There was small, medium, and large. And we have another black one here. Rhinoclemies ferrier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Please let me know in the comments. Correct me for my my taxonomic idiocy.
I thought it was ferri.
Ferri, maybe. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not Latin. But I hope you have the best day. Wow, you are so heavy too. What am I gonna do when my animals are big? This is nuts.
I'm hanging out with Mohawk. That's what we named him. His name also might be Robert. I'm not really sure. He's a large sulcata tortoise, Central Kelly sulcata, the 3rd largest tortoise species in the world. We've talked about these guys before, of course. They're very popular in the pet trade, but they are critically endangered in the wild because of the bushmeat trade in Africa. And the reason I wanted to talk about him is because he's got, and the reason we were just calling him, lovingly referring to him as Mohawk, is he's got kind of the areola of the scutes. Okay, I know everyone can laugh about that word, but it's the word for the smaller piece of scute in the middle of the scute that kind of stays small in the middle of the scute as the turtle or tortoise grows. Those on this specimen are raised up, and the reason for that is it was pyramided when it was very small. So this is a rescue tortoise. This animal was not pyramided when it came to Blake, or I'm sorry, when it was with Blake, I'm sorry, but when it came to him, it was already like that, and you can see the healthy growth that's happened afterwards. So take care of your, and he's hitting the tripod right now, it's really funny. So take care of your tortoises. Thank you, Kev. Take care of your tortoises, and if you see them pyramiding early, try to talk to somebody about it, because we see animals all the time that are really far down that road, and it's like, gosh, this animal's been suffering for a long time. So if you see something, say something so we can help the animals and end pyramiding, or at least limit it, reduce it as much as we can, because it does happen and it is avoidable. Just saying. Blake, I can't thank you enough for having me here again. I
Appreciate it.
Hair. Is that? That's awkward, but I had to do it. It was right there. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything that you're doing to spread awareness and teach people about all the amazing animals that you have here.
Yeah,
and that you're so knowledgeable about. And most importantly, thank you for being a champion for Rhinoclemies. And I encourage all of you out there, if there's a genus or a species that you could focus in, that you could become the expert on, that you can have a lot of success, especially if it's something that's underappreciated, undervalued, underbred in captivity. By all means, be the person to step up and take responsibility and do something about it. But be sure to know where the animals are coming from and try not to contribute to wild caught animals, making it into the pet trade, that sort of thing.
I got plenty of captive borns.
Right here. So you know where can they find you? Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch on YouTube.
Everywhere.
Is that where people contact you?
Everywhere. Website,
He's
TikTok,
everywhere.
it's all the same.
You can't not find him.
They
Thank you.
can't.
I appreciate you.
Of course, anytime.
Everything.
Come back in a year.
I will. Don't throw me with a good time.
Hit subscribe, join the crew. There's always something new.
Put it next to your head so you can.
So it could poop on me?
Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome actually. Just want to see sheer size, you know? All right, cool.
Forced perspective. Make me look little.
Cool.
That was you, bro. That was you. Did you get that? That one smells too. It smells like you in the car.
Oh
I
man.
gotta go back in the water.
He fed me Chinese buffet last night. It's not my fault.
Somebody fed that Yosemite's grandest Chinese buffet last night. That was your fault. Can you just put it up next to your head? I'm like, the freaking bitch head is right in my face.